Perfect timing as usual. Hey everybody, it's Lewis Porter Jr. I'm here with Transparency Agenda. Whew, it is a busy, I've had like a really busy 5 minutes. Like the last 5 minutes have been very, very busy. So I've got to put my phone to silent because people were calling me just like, holy cow. Holy cow. Just crazy up in here. Whew. All right, let's get to the good stuff. We'll talk about our topics quickly. We got some Kickstarters, of course, going on. And I am just like busy beyond nobody's business. It is crazy up in here. Whew. So first off, we're going with the buddies at Esper Genesis. Let's currently see where they're at. I don't know. I haven't checked them today. Boom. Just a little over 15,000. So doing well, making good money, moving along. How many more days left? 13. Boom. So they're doing well, doing well. Next up, Rising Sun. Well, we'll notice be $1 billion. So we're happy about it. $1 billion. Maybe not $1 billion, but a lot. You know, that's going to be a fair amount. 3.1 million. So let's see. Yeah, they got that last one. So what was the last thing they did? So what's the next thing now? Fujin. Fujin looks pretty scary at 3.3 million. So they get the 3.3 million. Boom. You get another figure. Man, a little jealousy, a little scary, a little impressive. It's all good. All right. Next. Let's see. Black Magic from our boys. Oh, sorry. Borderlands and Black Magic from our buddies. And let's see how they're doing. They're doing like 8,400, almost 8,500, very close. Still have 17 days, so they're doing very, very well. What's good? Their minimum was 10,000, so they're still a little short, but they look like they're going to get it within a few days, so they should be good. Next, our buddies at Arcanus doing stuff. Let's see. I wish it was this faster. You could do quicker stuff like this. They're just close to 34,400. Yeah, you know, give a few bucks, and they still got 25 more days to go. So, and their pledge was 20, so they've already hit it. So, boom. Yeah, that's the last verse. So, and just in case you guys don't know, of course, we're talking about our Anointed Guardian. Put that up real quick. Putting all kinds of stuff right there. This is for Lewis Porter Design and doing that fun stuff. Boom. So we have that. That's still available free. I'll be taking it down soon, but still it's free. So while it's free, you should get it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. So, hey, do what you got to do. All right, everybody. Here we are. Here's everything going. It's a lot of fun. Boom. So we had a great weekend. We had a great interview with the guys over at Paradigm Concepts. They put a link up for them. So I said it's going to be a big linky day. A lot of links going on. And we talked about what I think is amazing. We talked about their Kickstarter. We also had like about a good 40-minute conversation about organized play, and I think that on living campaigns. And if you want to learn more about that, or you're interested in that, or you think that's something you might want to do as a company, I suggest you listen to our video. You can find it on our YouTube. I'll put the link in. That's the most. It's, you know, when you go to it, it's the most common new ones. You'll see it up. It's in the top big image at our website. Of course, it's the link here. Go to it, check it out. You're gonna love it. And it's really informative. So while thinking it over and thinking some cool ideas, I thought, you know, maybe organized play would work better if it was like on a Patreon setup. Please forgive me. I'm not 100% today. I'm a little sick. My son's been sick. My mother-in-law's been sick. So everybody in the house is sick. My father got sick, and he's not even in the house, and friends are sick. So I think something's going around. So I've caught something. So this might not be a super long one, but efficient as possible. So I got a billion things going on, but let me focus. So we talked about it and we thought about it, and I thought, like, why couldn't you kind of run? Because it came down, the part that always surprised me is how many adventures they gave away for free. Like they said, you know, Henry over at Paradigm Concepts said they gave away over 150 something adventures for free for the living campaign. And it's like, to me, it's like, well, you know, you're kind of using it as advertising, and then you kind of make what I said. This is how I see it. This is just me. You kind of get the product, you put it together, you put it out, and then cater the book you're trying to sell to the adventure you're writing, which makes a lot of sense. And that's kind of what everybody does. And I always thought, like, well, I thought it'd be a little bit more. I thought it'd be more complex. I thought it'd be more difficult, a little more different. But it's like, oh, it's not that. It's not, oh my God, it's something else. But no, that's really it. You basically make the adventures and they sell the product. And that's kind of a smart way to play it. And I've always thought it was something more and more complex, but it's really not. So with that, the other part being is, you know, to make adventures, you got to build the storylines in advance. You got to write all the adventures in advance. You got to pay for that stuff all in advance. And you're not making any money on that. That's just money you're tossing out there, hoping that people get interested to buy your later products. And I thought that to be a really dangerous situation and pretty interesting, but very, very dangerous. So there you go. I thought it's just, it's one of those kind of scenarios, but it is what it is. It kind of got me a little worried. And then so I said, okay, if you're gonna spend all that money to do this, because we're talking, if you write an adventure, I mean, even writing, editing, the art, everything included, that can be anywhere between $300 to $500, and not every small company has that. Another way you could probably do it is set it up as a Patreon, and this is how I saw it, at least in my head. I was walking today after work, so I thought, hey, here's an idea. Here's a way you can spin it in a different way. You set the Patreon, we have like a $1 level and a $2 level. The $1 level is for regular players, and at that level, you might get access to things you wouldn't normally get in the actual game. Like, you play it for free, you're not doing anything, but if you give like $1 a month or $1 release, whatever it is, whatever the number is, there'll be things specifically just for you that you can get access to that most people can't. Like, if you win a thing and you're one of them, boom, you get this thing. And that's the kind of way you set it up. And I think that'd be kind of cool, because it's like, oh, I paid the $1. There's, you get a secret weapon. Oh, you played the $1 for it. Here's the extra cool thing getting on top of the secret weapon, or you swap it out, or something like that. It's something, it's more unique to you. So that's a good way to get players interested and giving you, money to do that. But they're like, hey, I'm not just playing, but I'm getting ability to get things I couldn't normally get in a normal game. And they can maybe use it to affect it. Maybe it's a weapon, maybe it's a contact, maybe it's a rank or level or something like that. Something to get a little more interested. I think that is the piece right there. And then like the $2 one would be the GMs. Well, the GMs would be able to get out something cool, and then they might have like adventures or maybe even encounters that are only for like people who play online. Like, oh yeah, you can play this encounter separately, and if you do, there's something else you can get out of it that's unique for that. I think that's kind of the only way to do it, because the problem I keep noticing more and more is the outflow of money and the potential of coming back. If you're not doing it well and you're not supplying the stuff correctly, it can flip on you. It can flip very quickly, and you could be in bad shape. Something that Henry said that everybody, I don't know if you heard it, but I think you should watch this video. It's great. He talks about how we got Living Campaign off the ground, and what was the small piece that was the big piece for them. And I want to repeat this, but I thought this is important to repeat. He said he sent out adventures to all the conventions to play. Like, he's not like 4 of them, but the whole thing saying, hey, you can run these adventures for free at your convention if you get some people to run it. And I think that's kind of such a simple, brilliant idea. If you tell people, hey, you got a Pathfinder game, it's for our campaign world, here it is, here's the adventures, play them at your thing. And they're built for 4-hour convention play. You could easily take over. Because look, be honest, there's a convention every weekend, and they're always looking for more content for some people to look at, to check out, to use, or whatever. And you can access them with this readily available, easy content. It's like, okay, here's these adventures, and you play them, and you maybe use your iconics in it, whatever. Use your iconics, you play them in there, people get excited, and boom, they go off and do other stuff. It's pretty impressive. It's a pretty impressive situation. I mean, it's like, holy cow, man. I like it. I like the idea. I've always liked the idea. I like what's going on with it. So I think it's possible to do it. I think if done right, it could be a really huge thing. I don't know exactly how far you can go with it. I don't know where you might go with it. I don't know the end point. I'm just going to say that I think it could be huge. Now, am I right? I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. Am I going to test it out? Of course I am. I'm going to try. Why not? Why not try it out? I've got nothing to lose except for the money I put through the adventures. And if the adventures don't sell, we can't make any money, or no one's interested, you can always put them online to sell them later. That's the other thing. You can sell the adventures later, or maybe 2 years down the road, you say, okay, now the adventures are free for 2 years. Now you got to buy them if you're interested in playing them. That's still an option. There's nothing wrong to that. There's nothing that's bad for that. Or you collect them in a book and print them out and sell them in stores. People might have played them, or people have never played them. Now all of a sudden you get a big book of adventures, you got something to play. So yeah, I think it's going to be very, very interesting. I think also, their idea of they were not splitting up the campaign. Like, there was the one for 5e and the one for Arcanus role-playing game. They're still, they're still interconnected. So, I think that's a very smart idea. But those guys, I think they had a really, they have a better understanding of living campaigns than most companies do. So they've got a very different perspective, and it's very, very cool. All right, I have to go, as I said, I'm not 100%. Also, I've got some reading. So I'm putting out some of the Neo Exodus Legacies, which is our organized play. So I'm looking over the old rules that we did we did. Really, the great JP Chapelot was kind enough to do for us. So I'm going to go over these, probably update. I made some changes. I put some more art in it, but I think it needed more art because I like art. But I'm gonna look at these tonight, relax, and I'm gonna see. I hope I feel well enough to go to work tomorrow, because I feel horrible and it's not gonna get any better. All right, everybody. I'll talk to you later. You have a good night. Well, maybe I'll talk to you later. Oh, I forgot. See how quickly I don't feel well? I forgot what I was supposed to do. As always, check over on this side, for our YouTube subscribe. We'd appreciate you signing up. Or right here with Facebook, we appreciate you can sign up here on our Facebook page, or you can sign up on our business page, Louis Porter Jr. Design. Thank you so much, everybody, and I'll talk to you all later.